You, you hear this? You hear this? It is something called, it is a snack that I am munching on right now. It is the wrapper for the snack. I'm hungry. Um, it is the morning. Last night was not that great. I was a bit too busy last night. Hello, Lagan Dolphin. What's going on? Yeah, sorry for my, sorry if you can hear my chewing. Oh, I'm eating a breakfast bar right now, so should be fine after I gulp down this water. 7 on a dog. Rip. Rip. Ah. Should be fine now. Yeah. Great today. Doing okay. So, if you don't know, Minecraft 1.19 oh, this is actually the wrong release. Hold on. Okay, I accidentally, yeah, that was supposed to be the other release. Let's see. Edit the instance. Version. Change version. 1.19.1 pre-release. Okay. Yeah. No, not pre-release. Release candidate. 1.19.1 was supposed to be released yesterday. But it looks like the community feedback is getting to them. About the new report system. I did put a poll up on the community post. If you didn't see that already, you can see what 17 people think of the thing. Currently, I'm on the side of, like, I don't know what's the big I don't know what's the big deal, right? Like, it is a report system that is on, like, every single online service that you've ever used, just so people can seek recourse for anybody who's, like, being really rude, you know. But yeah, I just think people have a problem with introducing moderation. Even though, like, people, like, I don't know how much people really care about it, because if you have a trusted group of friends, right? If you have a trusted group of friends, like, you don't have to worry about any of this, right? And for public servers, you have to worry about conducting yourself in an appropriate way in front of other people. But yeah, um, okay, like, yeah. So what is in 22W 24A? Let's actually, new snapshot. We're heading towards 1.19.1, which is clay duplication, ability to board chat, and to fix a few bugs. Okay. YouTube is not maintaining enough video to support the streaming, but I am sending like 8,000 kilobits per second. Come on, YouTube. What the heck? But yeah. Just okay. New features: LA duplication, player chat reporting. LAs will dance to a record playing in jukebox. If the LA is handed an amethyst shard while dancing, it will duplicate. Duplication has a 2.5-minute cooldown. In the release candidate, that was boosted to 5 minutes, so we'll see 5-minute cooldown for that. It's now possible to report a player sending abusive messages in chat. Reporter is required to select the individual chat messages that contain objectionable content, as well as a category to the report. that is to provide the best context for our moderator teams to take action. Access via the social interaction screen. Default keybind is P. The social interaction screen is now available via the pause screen when in the multiplayer game. And multiple chat messages can be selected for reporting. The category of the chat report can be selected from a list of chat report categories. Additional comments can be entered to provide more details and information regarding the report. Okay. Now we can enter a release candidate version. I know what I'm doing. And try out the delay duplication and the chat reporting feature. Now, obviously, if we send any reports, it's not going to be sent to an actual server because it is not what is it called? They are not accepting any requests now, so we can't even do anything. And plus, I don't think we can even oh, okay. We can't even open that up. Let's see. Let's allow cheats on. Does this work? Start land world. There we go. Okay, you can start a land world and do that. But yeah, we could try that out, but first we're gonna try out the LA duplication. So we gotta get a jukebox. We're gonna do a what is it called? New music disc 5. There we go. And what else? LA and an amethyst. Now my thoughts on this is that I feel like they should be like, you should bring them to a geode or something. Because this would just mean like I get it, like jukeboxes and music blocks music discs can be very rare for like people to get, especially new players. But still, it's just like, it's very easy. To me, that's very easy still. You make a music disc farm fairly simply, and you can also find a jukebox fairly simply. It's just 1 diamond, right? And then you could find a spawner like somewhere, like really quickly, right? You can use cat or whatever, cat or 13 that you find in the music bit in the chat box for a music disc, right? So it's just like, I don't know if this is actually the best, because at least if you're trying to find a geode, right, you're bringing it to someplace, right? Like you bring frogs straight to the nether to get magma cubes, right? Like that is a good way to get froglight, and the only way to get froglight, and it's a good incentive to bring your frogs into the nether, right? But I feel like they should really check for like budding amethyst around as well, because that would be an interesting mechanic as well. Or check for like amethyst like clusters on the ground, right? Like at least check for those things. I feel like it's way too easy to duplicate it late. And as you can see, right, we'll just duplicate it real quickly. There we go. So you duplicate it like that, but if they're holding a amethyst before the music disc plays, right, we'll try to get this other guy over here. Hey, buddy, come over here. Let's go. Okay, let's actually get a lead, because these guys break off the lead sometimes for some reason. They just like wander off. Not the greatest thing. Let's see. Let's get this guy a amethyst and lead him. Lead him over here. So you're all here, and now I can play another disc. And as you can see, that guy did not duplicate. But when you right click again, the amethyst shard is used and they are duplicating, right? So that's how that works. You can't just give it to them while they're dancing. As you can see, they're dancing, right? But you can actually just have them leashed up around you and just wait for the next one. But when it's over, right, they still won't duplicate, because you have to actually give them an item. So here's the thing. Maybe we can do something like this, right? Or we do this, and I think we can just give it an item, right? Give it the thing while it has another item in it. Oh no, wait, come back over here. I didn't mean to click that. No, okay. I didn't mean to unleash you. Let's see. Which one was it? This guy? No. Okay, you can do it while it's holding an item as well, so you don't have to take away the item that it's holding. And the delay that duplicates does not hold the item again, so you can't really duplicate the item, right? Hey, Blue Jonesy Jr., how's it going? Hey, Eastward Page, how's it going? Also, yeah, I did mention that 1.92.1 was supposed to be released yesterday, but I think they're really taking a look at community feedback and talking with Microsoft, because I don't think you could really blame Mojang for this. Because they are using all of Microsoft and Xbox's services to what is it called? To do it. So I think it's a thing where Microsoft is like, hey, we need to do this so that we don't get sued from by parents that allow their kids to do it, like that allow their kids to say harmful and meanful stuff or experience that stuff online, right? So yeah, just because they didn't have a report feature in the first place, they have to tread this kind of ground, right? But obviously this wouldn't be that much of a problem if we had reasonable adults and parents, right? that didn't report everything that happens online about their kids. But also it wouldn't be bad if also people like behaved around the world. But that's not the case, right? So there's a lot of reasons why there could be why the chat reporting feature was inevitable. Whether it's needed, unnecessary, or a good thing is an opinion we can have. We can have a talk, right? But yeah, unlikely it would be cool if they added a new dimension through the Ancient City Mystery Portal. See, here's the thing. The thing that I want the most is that I want them to focus on quality of life stuff, parity changes, and just on the promised features that they've already promised, right? So I just want them to focus on that. I don't want any more new promises. Stop making more new promises that are going to take 5 years to complete. Just give us what you have promised and the game would already be better, right? The game would already be better. So I want an update focusing on the stuff that they didn't add yet, but they promised. Gotta go. Well, have a good rest of your day, lagging dolphin. But yes, that's what I want. I want the promised update or whatever it's called. So here in MC, we have bugs that are fixed. Turtle llamas continue to spit after their target has died. I did notice that. Enemy villagers can have a profession. That's interesting. So I guess it means that they could have taken like... Also, am I not view bobbing? Okay, that was weird. There was really no view bobbing? Interesting. I was like, something felt off. Something felt real off there. Let's see. Okay. I think that's okay. Okay. Worry about a thing. I'm looking at something off screen. Okay. Cured villagers can work at the wrong workstation. Interesting. So I guess it reset their thing there. Reset their, what is it called? Reset their POI, maybe. Which is interesting. Point of interest. Sky color is visible for a brief moment after applying night vision under the darkness effect. Okay. So apparently that has been fixed. Let's do that though. Let's go underground and go to a place where I can actually night end vision. Maybe this place is better because it's big open space. Not really that big, but yeah, you can see this, right? So I have to have night vision first. Effect visible for a brief moment after applying night vision under the darkness effect. So I have to have darkness first. Okay, effect. Give darkness. Darkness. Whatever, amplifier 1, true. Huh? Oh. That wasn't me. That was Dar, whoever I don't know exists. I wonder if actually someone has that username. Okay. Okay, we have the darkness effect. So it gets really dark, and then we give ourselves night vision. There we go. Okay. As you can see, the sky does not flash. But it does give us it doesn't remove the fog from the darkness effect, but it removes the pulsing, most of it. Right. I like that the jukebox is necessary to be able to duplicate delays. It gives a real use to the jukebox and records, apart from just being music. It gives that a purpose, but I think it must be, I think it has to be harder. Okay, also, effect clear. Just go throughout the whole stream just looking at darkness, right? But yeah, I think it has to be harder. Personally, I just think you need to bring them to a geode or something. I don't think it makes sense to bring them to a woodland mansion, as people have suggested before. But I think it makes sense to bring them to a geode, because I think it would make sense that they would be found, like, in geodes, right? Like they're all dancing to, like, they're, like, playing on the walls of the crystalline structure and stuff like that. I think that would make sense, right? But also, like, in Minecraft, maybe they'll say something like, oh, now there's an allay forest, or this biome is magical for some reason, and then these allays spawn around or something like that, right? And you have some very rare biome that's like the Mushroom Island. I think that could be an interesting thing, right? That could be a very interesting little thing. But I think making them spawn in geodes would make them okay, like very, very rare spawns, right? In geodes, they could fly around the caves and stuff like that, and they could bring some light to the caves, even though, like, you can see them in pure darkness, right? So, like, they won't actually emit light, but they'll be glowing like glow squids, right? So I think it would be interesting to do that kind of thing, right? Especially since it gives them a purpose of having of having amethyst shards be their thing, because obviously it gives a use to amethyst shards, but also it kind of doesn't make that much sense. Besides they're musically inclined. Like how did these guys duplicate in the first place, right? Did they form from amethyst clusters, like being played next to a jukebox or something? Also, this wandering trader just walked in, right? Yo, you got nothing good. Okay. But yeah, let's go through the rest of the bug fixes for 22W24A. These are very small snapshots, so we'll have more of a conversation around them, other than just looking at the snapshots, bugs and features, right? I think it's good that they usually duplicate them, since the difficult thing is to find delays. Hello. Yes, hello. Welcome, Glow Squid. But yeah, let me read the rest of the bugs here as the delays fly around me. Actually, we'll be here. We'll dance. We'll dance around. Oh, actually, we already had something in there. Yeah. They're dancing around me. Okay. Frogs can spawn on flowing water. Okay, that's something that that looks weird and should be fixed. Frogs don't lay their spawn on waterlogged blocks. So what this actually means is that that might not be the best sound to do that with. So we'll get water blocks, and then we'll get frog spawn. So we just do one on a hill, and it could have been placed on this water block, right? But now it can only be placed on a source block. So flowing water, not a problem. But also, it could not be placed on stuff that shares a border with water, right? So that wouldn't be placeable. I don't know if this is placeable. Will this break off? No, it won't. But I don't know if they'll actually lay on it. Maybe they'll only lay on this, right? Because they have a block facing with water, right? So we could test that out. We could test that out, actually. That's not too difficult to test. We'll get ourselves a little box with delays around me. We'll do that. We'll do this. That should all be full of water, as you can see right there. And we have, okay, let's have some glass. Frog. Yummy. Get out of the way, Elise. do. There we go. Frog, 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 frog. Slime ball. Will they lay it on top slabs? Show me. Show me your prowess, frogs. And we should probably exit this one. There we go. And we should do it here as well with more frogs. More froggy froggies. Also, Lays, stop it. you're always in the way. Doesn't look like they're laying at the moment. They're laying. Also, I'm set day. Is that even moving? Doesn't even look like it's moving, right? Okay, time set day. Do game rule. Do daylight cycle false. False. Do weather cycle false. There. Okay. There we go. Yada yada. Let's get our water bucket again. Rip. That wasn't what I meant to do. Like that. Let's get our frogs out here, right? Or froggies. Will they lay here? Hello. Do they need like a block to actually stand on or something? Or are they just gonna... I'll place this here. There we go. Let's get out. Okay, they did it really fast there. So it's only on the top side where water is actually showing, I guess. Okay. They haven't done it here, so I guess it doesn't work like that. And I think if we just break this block, maybe they'll place it. Yeah. If they break that block, yeah, they'll place it. Okay. So it has to be a block where water is facing up the top. Now, it could be interesting if stairs work, but I don't think they work. I think this would work the same with trapdoors, right? Bottom trapdoors, yada yada. All that stuff. Also, I thought they escaped, but actually they're lower than a half block. I didn't notice that. Delays make sounds extremely similar to amethyst. Perhaps it's a relationship with the amethyst. Hello, Dolphin. How's it going? Good morning. Actually, it's almost noon for me. So it might not be morning for you. But yeah, that is that for that. Loading server resource packs reloads twice when one is already loaded. Mobs that spawn in with equipment will play their respective equipping noise. Okay, so it sounds like they just like imagine a zombie coming out of the ground, right? And then they're just like, oops, time to put on my work clothes. And then they come after you or something like that. That would be interesting. Here villagers trades are not refreshing. Okay, that was a bug that I gladly did not have to face. Command sending messages using format of regular chat in server logs. Unexpected exception in selector loop causing server lag. Okay, interesting. I guess there was a bit of unculled recursion. So that was 22W24A. Let's go to the pre-release one. So here we go. Changes in pre-release 1. Delayed duplication now has a 5-minute cooldown. Okay, it was a 5-minute cooldown from the pre-release 1. I thought it was release candidate 1. Along with the support of reporting chat, reported players can now be banned from online play in rounds after moderator review. The game shows a notice screen on startup if you have been banned from online play. The reason for the ban is also shown, as well as how long the ban is valid for. But yes, as I've said before, if you looked at the poll that I posted on the chat reporting, a lot of people, well, I say a lot of people, there's only 17 votes. Like, there's some consensus, but it's still mixed. It's still pretty mixed on how people feel about it. Because here's the thing. I feel that it's okay for them to add the features, because every other online services do it. But also, I feel like that it's not okay to give the option to not have the option for server owners to turn it off, because obviously, like, you don't have to turn it off. Like if you trust the people that you're with, right? But you should also try to prevent if this is your private server, right? You try to prevent players that want to join your realm for getting reported by other players, right? So that is a thing that I think server owners should be able to do, right? Because a lot of this ties into realms, a service that they offer, right? And Microsoft not wanting to get sued by all the parents, being like, hey, this person said something really mean to my kid or whatever, right? Like this person really said something mean to my kid, said something unholy, said something a heretic would say. Not allowed on my Christian Minecraft server. Like, sort of thing. And I just think that it is okay to add a feature that reports stuff, because it is literally in every other online service, like CSGO, Valorant, YouTube, Twitter, yada yada. Anything that people can interact online at a public forum is moderated. And I don't know why Minecraft would be considered different in that case, unless you're against all forms of moderation already. So you would not like the recourse that you would be able to seek on those online services like Twitter, CSGO, Valorant. You can't report people. Imagine if you couldn't report people, if that affects you that much, or you think that's great, then this talk is not for you. I used to watch you when you had 500 subs and under 1k subs, and stopped watching you. It was a mistake. You have the best content. Have a nice day. Well, have a good rest of your day, Dana Chapman. But welcome back. But yeah, that's the thing, that's my feeling on it. Just give the server owners the option to do it, to be able to stop reports from happening at all, right? Because I get it, like people don't want to be reported for for like for things taken out of context, but a lot of the times it's just like how taken out of context can you actually be? Like you're able to report multiple things, right? Like you're able to report multiple things to help your argument, and then you can also comment on why you're reporting it and the context of that argument as well, right? Like or whatever, right? Like it's very interesting and how like that works. And also this is probably partially the reason why they added cryptographically signed chats in 1.19, is because they want to make sure that if someone wanted to spoof your messages, that it would be extremely difficult to do so, because you would have to require knowledge about cryptography and encrypting algorithm and the encrypting algorithm that Mojang uses, yada yada. So I think it is fine, but I think it needs to be expanded upon more to give more power to the players. But yeah. Loading resource packs is significantly slower in 1.19. That's interesting. I never even used a resource pack in 1.19, so I have no experience in that slowness. World list fails to load after restarting game and deleting a world. Interesting. I guess it doesn't refresh properly, which I don't know what bug fix would have caused that, actually. Realms world gen type missing language. World resource packs causing weighted sound events to duplicate sounds. Chat reporting using messages for one message. Chat report category, scroll bar intersects with... Okay, so we can't actually see any of this. So I'm just gonna read it off. We don't have another person that could join my LAN or whatever, right? So I can't look at all that stuff. Selection boxes within select report category menu are vertically centered with the text inside them. The descriptions of report category can overlap with the description subtitle. Text within the discard report and comments menu isn't horizontally centered. You can't use Control Home or Control End to navigate the beginning and end of a text within the report chat menu. Chat message content can extend past the outline of a button and past the scroll bar. The button within the sending your report menu changes upon resizing the game window. The scroll bar within the select chat messages to report menu sometimes resets its position to the bottom of the list after scrolling upwards. That's interesting. It's like you just go. Imagine if you pressed up on a page here, and then it brought you all the way back down to the page, which is actually something that could be interesting, but you already have those commands. Like you don't have to do that. Like websites can do hashtags to make buttons move to certain hashtags with the HTML format, right? And also you can probably implement that other thing at the top, right? Like go to bottom. Like some sites already have like go to top button, right? So I think it's interesting. But we already have those kind of commands, right? Chat message content can scroll back. Okay. The button within sending report can change. Oh yeah, I already read that. Reason is not provided when chat report creation is not able to be started. Interesting. So it doesn't give like a thing where it's like oh, I can't open this. Can't open this. Check this if this failed or something like that. Or didn't even give like a bug report there. Let's see. Plays from all the worlds don't duplicate. The character indicator symbol within the report chat menu is untranslatable. Interesting. The world non-consensual is spelled as non-consensual. Within the GUI abuse report reason non-consensual intimate imagery string. The world unrelated within the GUI chat selection fold string is incorrectly capitalized. Interesting. The escape key cannot be used to exit setting your report menu. I mean, we can't even check that out. Like, I wish we could check it out. Oh my goodness. And it doesn't even say 1.19.1, right? It just says 1.19. We are definitely in 1.19.1. As you can see up here, 1.19.1 release candidate 1. Very interesting. Particle produced from the allay duplicating cannot be seen by other players. Wait, there were particles? Is my particles turned off? What is with this scuffed, No, it is turned on. Did we even see any particles? Hello? Is it just the hearts? Are they just talking about the hearts? I thought there was like... I thought they were gonna be like, oh, we have to do like this thing. Give me the thing. Give me the heat. Go on. Let's see. Actually, we could take this away from you. And I could give you it again. Yes. Haha. There we go. I guess it is just the hearts. And it's been a while, so they can all duplicate again. But yeah, this is going to be helpful for a lot of farms, especially if you went tens of thousands of blocks to find lays like I did. This will be very helpful. But yeah, also, that might be a little freaky to some. And that's it for the pre-release 1. So we'll go to release candidate 3 here. This is on the Snapshot server? No. We're not currently doing the 1.19.1 snapshots because it doesn't really do anything. Like there's not many changes that make sense for me to update this to the snapshot. Like if there was a new block or something, I would update. Right. If there was a new blog or something, I would update, but yeah, there's really nothing that you should worry about when you get to it. You can play on your 1.19 release instead because there's nothing else that you need to look at there. Also, yeah. Let's continue through release candidate 1. So this is the last of the things that we have seen before today. Although they didn't release it on Tuesday like they said they would, which is yesterday, right? Also, are you the one that is new? No. Okay. Which one of you was the guy that I sent over here? Come on. Let me. Okay, there you go. There we go. Nice. Okay. So, yeah. Here are the updates for that. That one. Updated the categories for chat reporting. Profanity and nudity and pornography and extreme violence and gore categories have been removed, which is good for me. Because profanity is a different thing in many different cultures, right? So like a lot of people are more okay with swearing, especially in non-religious countries. Or people in non-religious households, right? So that is pretty okay right there. Nudity pornography, I don't understand how that would work. Like, would you have a link or something? A link to like a website that you can click on? I don't know. And extreme violence and gore, I don't know how that would work as well. Like, I'm gonna rip you to shreds or whatever. Like, how does that work? Kind of weird. How would those even be reported on? Like, the only thing I can really see was that profanity. Like, profanity is very contextual, right? And description to drugs and alcohol category has been updated to someone is encouraging others to partake in illegal drug-related activities and or encouraging underage drinking. Yes. wanna grab a smoke, fellow kids? But yes, that's interesting, right? The description of harassment and bullying category has been extended with the following: or posting private personal information about you or someone else without consent, doxing. If you could be on a famous SMP, which one would you be? I would want to be in Hermitcraft the most. But yeah, that's my simple answer to the question. I don't think I really want to be in any other SMP server that is currently famous at the moment, right? Like, I don't care about your 2B2Ts or whatever, right? Your SMP lives. Care about I care about the people I've watched for years, which is Etho. But yes. Increase the amount of chat context sent with each chat report. So I guess it might send chat that that outlines the conversation more, maybe. And in technical changes in 1.19.1 pre-release, the run command click event for text components no longer supports sending chat messages directly. Only commands are supported, so a command that says a /say should be used instead. So I guess you can't just do like, you can't just have a selector on something without using the /say command or something like that, right? /say cool. Interesting. Are you a Christian? No, I'm not. I'm not religious at all. Lay doesn't ignore item. It doesn't ignore items when mob grieving is set to false, which means that they should be able to want to pick this up, right? Yeah, they give it to me, right? There we go. So they're gonna give me all the stuff back, but let's do game rule mob griefing false. So they should ignore it, right? Yes, they ignore it. These guys have the line of sight to it, and they're ignoring it. Actually, let's just place that down again. Okay, let's do that, and then have it set to true. Will they stop ignoring it and give it to me? Yes, okay. So that's fixed. So I guess the bug report was that they were stuck on trying to grab the items, so they were useless. If they couldn't grab the items, even though they could, even though they had to. Oh, I'm Christian? Yeah. I don't really care what religion you are. Yeah. I know that sounds rude. But let me finish. I don't really care what religion you are. It's just that hopefully you don't try to impose your beliefs on other people. Right. Let people do what they want. As long as it doesn't harm others, right? So, harm others or themselves. Okay. Bedrock is not generating between the new blending border between old and new blending. Interesting. Illegal character /n in text component click event. Interesting. That's a new line, isn't it? Select boxes with the select chat messages to report menu doesn't disappear when deselecting fields after re-entering the menu. Interesting. Selection boxes within the select chat messages to report menu differ in size ever so slightly depending on how they're selected. Selection boxes of fields within player reporting menu lists don't contain white outlines when using the tab key. Okay, so basically just like I can just do this, right? And it will outline, it will hover over it and be yellow, but I guess in chat messages it would just outline the whole thing, right? So that's interesting. Selection boxes. Oh, I read that. Selection boxes within the selection menus differ in size ever so slightly, but depending on how they're selected. Oh, I already read that. Players can only be reported using the reporting system if they're present within the world. Okay, so apparently, if you join a world once, you could still be reported. But yeah. So I think this is to stop players from just leaving. Like they say some bad things, or they say some very, very harmful things, and then they just leave the server, and now you can't report them because they're gone. Even though their chat messages are still there, right? So I think that bug fix was there to curb that kind of thing. Let's see. Using the Eye of Ender crashes the game in the seed. In that one seed, for some reason. The selection of the please report breaches of our community standards text within the select report category menu is slightly confusing due to the word of community standards being underlined by default. I think they were supposed to. So I think it's underlined because it was supposed to link to like the Microsoft community standards page or whatever, which is interesting. Yeah. But that's it for all the bugs and fixes there. Obviously, Mojang will not give us the full rundown of any game-breaking bugs, so we're not able to read that. I don't force anything. If they don't believe what I believe, that's okay. I support everything except for witchcraft, demonic stuff, and any spells casted upon me, because, like, what the heck? How's that happen? I just watched the new Doctor Strange, and it's pretty demonic. Scared me a bit, too. Have you seen it? I have seen it. And I really do like the horror bits. I love a lot of things that freak people out or troll them. Like that kind of stuff. I'm happy to see that, because it's always like, it's always so funny to me. People get scared and stuff over that stuff, like, ooh, jump scare. That's my thing. I'm always like, well, how does this troll someone? Like, would it be funny if they trolled someone like this, right? So just like that. But yeah, I think it's okay. I can't give it above a 7 out of 10. As a movie, I just think there's a lot of weird choices and weird edits, and it felt really disjointed sometimes. Like I don't know who did the music editing on it, but it didn't feel right, and a lot of the music did not sound thematic. Like, it didn't sound good, like, per se, and stuff like that. And plus, I have a trouble with some of the acting performances. It did not, they were not that well, I think. Some of it, especially American Chavez, the actor who played American Chavez. I did not think she gave a very good performance. Like, it felt like very cringy at times. I don't know. It's kind of funny, but also, like, what they do in it is kind of sus. Interesting. But yeah, this is that has been these snapshots that we've seen. Obviously, like I said before, it should have released yesterday, but I guess they're having a lot of internal talks between Mojang and Microsoft. Microsoft is forcing upon them, like, really fast, the application of chat reporting. And yeah, to me, like I said, give power to the server owners to remove it. I think chat reporting is okay because it exists in other online services, unless you dislike it being available on other online services. Like, you can report stuff on Twitter, YouTube, Valorant, CS:GO, yada yada, right? You can report other players to other big tech giants and whatever, right? So it's just like, if you're okay with any of those, it kind of feels hypocritical to not be okay with Minecraft's one, because Microsoft is a big tech giant themselves, and they are also one of the ones that are very sus when it comes to a lot of stuff. So if you're okay with any of those, right, and you're not okay with this, I don't know what's I don't know what's going on in your head there, right? But if you're not okay with any of it, then that makes more sense, right? In my opinion, what is you think is the best Minecraft food source? Best Minecraft food source? It's kelp. Dried kelp. Just kidding. I think it should be either golden carrots or steak. Because I would rather have something that gives more saturation than more hunger, right? Than more hunger haunches. So, like, that's the thing. That's the thing there, right? But yeah, that's kind of it here. I really don't have anything else to look at, especially since I can't really look at the chat reporting features in a single player world, even if I open to land, because I need someone else to be around here, right? So here we go, player reporting there, right? You're going to access it through the escape menu instead of pressing P. It just brings out the player list. The pork chops and steak the same. I think pork chops give minimally less. Just a small bit less, like, but I think you get a lot more stuff from killing cows as well. So, where's all the beef, right? But yeah, go back over here and duplicate some more lays, because I think it's been over 5 minutes. The last one, so. You're out of range? No, you're not. You're out of range, okay. You're out of range. You're not out of range. Oh, rip. I didn't mean to do that, LA. LA. I did not mean to punch you. Where'd you go? Okay, I think I think that LA that I punched is not happy with me. So yeah, I can't breed them or duplicate them right now. But yeah. Obviously, these are just my opinions, right? But they're also backed with some logic and reasoning that you might not agree with, you might agree with, right? But yeah. I'm okay with the chat features. I am not okay with not giving server owners the ability to remove them if they so wish to. And yeah. Yes. I'm pretty much done with this, I guess. There's really not much else I could do. Are you being exposed by another channel? For what? I don't think I've done anything exposable. To be honest, to be fair, right? Like, I don't even know what I'd be exposed for. And I surely won't do anything that will expose me for anything. I have very strong principles that I stand by. Which is, don't lie to your audience. Don't treat them like children, right? Don't treat them like they don't know anything. Because I really hate it when creators don't do that sort of stuff. Like, they dumb down their content just to appeal to children, right? Like, it's just like, come on. let's have equal conversations. Obviously, children are not going to be more experienced, not that much more experienced, like, in the field than adults who maybe spend their whole life doing stuff and all that stuff. But yeah, it shouldn't be the case that that you should exclude children from arguments or content that might appeal to them, or what is it called, that they can understand. They might understand, right? But yeah, I'm always like, don't trick your audience. Don't be a little dingus about it. Don't be that person that cares more about views than your audience's intelligence or whatever, right? But yeah, that's why I do what I want to do. I really don't care much for making like super compelling content. I just want to put out stuff that I find fun. That is the whole goal. Don't be that one guy. Yes. Yeah, this looks like to be the end of the stream because there's nothing else to do. There's nothing else to see. We've already seen the late duplication, which is a good thing. Like I said before, earlier on, I wish it was a little bit harder. Like, I'm glad that they added the 5-minute cooldown instead of 2.5 minutes. But I wish they had to check for like budding amethyst, right? Like, check for actual geolocation or something, because I think that would make the most sense at the time. Hey, Mythics, how's it going? What's your thoughts on the chat report thingy? Well, I've been saying it. I've been saying for a bit right now. Also, I don't know if my internet's doing so well. I see like the what is it called? Thing stutter on my second screen. But in general, I'm okay with it. I think server owners should be allowed to not allow players on their server to send reports on chat, or not allow their messages to be cryptographically signed, right? I think that would be a good thing to add to server owners, to give people that freedom. But all in all, it's another reporting system on another online service, right? So it's just like, if you're not okay with this one, but are okay with every other one, like Twitter, YouTube, Valorant, CSGO, I don't know what you're thinking. That's kind of hypocritical. But yeah, I just think people just don't trust Microsoft enough, and I get that. But also, you shouldn't be able to trust any other big tech company on that stuff. So yeah, it's just that if it's gonna happen, make sure that the players have more control over it, right? Like, if it's inevitable because Microsoft doesn't want to get sued for offering a service where people's children can curse at each other and spit insults, right? Like, a lot of parents are very pearl clutching and can be like, I don't want my child to experience this yet, or I don't want my child to experience this. This is unholy. This is heretical. This is a Christian Minecraft server, sort of thing. Like, a lot of people are very Karen-like, and will go after a lot of people for social interactions, like, and obviously people do that, which is why it's not like unreasonable to think that it wouldn't happen, right? But yeah, it is just I think it's inevitable, given that the legal consequences of parents just wanting to sue because they think they think the service that they're paying for their children is not providing them the right the what they want from the service or whatever, right? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know any I don't know anything else to say on that. If you give me a specific question, I might answer it. Have you tried different content, like the action-packed stuff, like the ones on EchoCraft? I don't really like to do those action-packed stuff, action-packed content, because I just feel like if it's something like I have to kill them or something, I just feel like I'm not a person that wants to deal with stress in that way, right? Like, even if it's for the content, like, I'm just gonna be like, if this fails, I've wasted like hours of my life. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels really wasteful to not have things go your way, especially if you spent lots and lots of time on it, right? It's just like, can I even make a video out of this after that, right? So more or less, I'm just like, we'll put something out there, and if it works, it works, right? Like, I'll just put like a prank on the ground. If it works, that's okay. That can be part of a video, but it won't be the whole video's focus, right? It's all just my experience on the server. Not really too much that I'm gonna be like, oh, today we're gonna be building a huge prank for these guys, and we're gonna try to trap them in there. I'm gonna try to lure them in a false sense of security and then kill them. Ha ha ha. But yeah, I don't know much about that. I don't think it's that bad. But yeah, I think this is gonna be it for this stream. I don't like I said, I just went through everything, so You can watch through the whole stream again if you want my opinions on this, but I will not repeat them again because I've repeated them about 4 to 5 times already. But yeah, we couldn't check out any of the chat reporting features because we have nobody online, and plus, even if we did, we want to be able to get try to get the ban screen right. So yeah, I am okay with it. This is gonna be the end of the stream, guys. I'm gonna go eat lunch because I'm hungry. I ate a snack bar and it's still not filling me up. But yeah, hope to see you guys. Hey, it's Janak. How's it going? How are you doing? Oh, big fan, bro. Nice. Thank you. But I'm sorry, you reached the end of this, you reached the voicemail line of lagging days. You reached the end of the stream here. I really can't do much about it. I have to end it here or else I'll just be talking, rambling about, and waiting for people to join and, like, chat throughout the day. And I also have other things planned for today, so I will be going out, eating lunch, and will be what is it called, going out to eat lunch, and then I'll be back to record some stuff for Vitality, yeah, and probably maybe edit some videos. But gonna be the end of the stream, guys. I have to say it like 3 times. Hope you enjoyed our little coverage thing. We went over it because there were very few things in the snapshots that I didn't want to spend 3 entire streams talking about something that could be compiled into one stream, right? And there might even be more, as it turns out. Like, it should have been released yesterday, but I'm thinking they're really having some deep internal talks between Mojang and Microsoft about Microsoft's want of a chat reporting system in order to curb their legal problems with offering online services to players that could be of underage or immature players. Yeah. So, yeah, that is the thing that is happening at the moment. There's a lot of controversy around it. I just think it's a bit like it's inevitable. So I just hope that Mojang adds more features to protect the player here. But yeah, have a good rest of your days. Have a good day, good night, good life, and I'll see you in the next one, which I think it should be Friday. I think we were having a Vitality stream on Friday. I have nothing planned for Thursday, but I'm trying to get a video done. So yes. Big fan, yes. Big fan. Like I said, have a good rest of your days, and bye-bye. Just really close everything really fastly.